Hello viewers, in this today's particular tutorial we will be learning about structured query language. We are in the series of learning basics of structured query language, and in this today's particular tutorial we will be learning about how to create a new database using SQL, and we'll be also learning about data definition language. That means we'll be learning these three commands: create, alter and drop. And with the help of these three commands, we will be learning how to create a new database, creating a table. And there are two ways of creating table that I will be teaching here. One will be through the form method, that means a manually click method, and another through SQL query. And I will be also explaining the data types, some of the basics data types that I will be using here. And I will be also teaching you how to modify the existing table, how to rename a table, and how to add the new fields or new column to the existing table. And beyond that, we'll be learning one of the most important thing, how to delete a table or delete a particular column. So basically these will be the things that we'll be learning in this today's tutorial. So, and for this purpose I will be using a Postgresql database, and I have got a PG admin interface. So I hope that you have already installed these specifications and the softwares required for running this Postgresql. So without any further delay, let's get started. So firstly, I need to create a database here, and for this I'm simply going to go when you open this PG admin interface, you are going to get something. You need to first insert your password and other kind of things. Then after that you will get into this. Then after you can see here here are 11 databases within this application. Now I'm going to add another database here. So first thing for this, you just simply need to right click here and just go to create, just go to database, just left click, and just here you just give the database name. Let's say the database name here will be assignment. Okay, then other thing here, you just keep rest of the things by default. Just keep the owner name as Postgres, because here are lots of things that you can do, but just keep this thing simple. Just click on save. Once you click on save, now you can see here are from 11 it was, now it's 12. So one new database has been added here, and you can see the name of the database assignment. So now after creating a new database, we need to create some tables there, because it is the table in a relational database management system where all the data is stored. So for that simply we are going to go this drop down, then we'll go to this schemas option, just left click it here. Then under this public we will have this all these options, and we are going to go in here in this table section. Just left click here and you will see the tables is empty because we have not created a table yet. So now we'll be creating a table here, a table with the field names like you can see here. Suppose let's say kind of table we'll be creating here. Let's say its table name is category, and we'll be adding two fields here, assignment number and topic. And so for this there are two kind of methods, and firstly I'm going to teach you with the very basic method, that is simply you just right click this table, then go to create, then go to this table, just simply left click it here. Now it's this is actually the form method of creating a table. This form method means, I think you are quite familiar with this, because form means doing the things without the help of SQL queries, simply interactive way, user-friendly way by which you can just store the data in the database and do other kind of things. So the name here will be that I will be adding will be category, because I need to give assignment to my students and I need a category. So I will be adding the name of this table that we are going to create will be category first. And let's say honor will be Postgres, we'll be keeping this thing by default, and other kind of things we are not going to touch anything here. Then you just need to go on columns. This column is we are adding a new data type. Okay, just click on this plus icon to add a new column. Okay, you can see here a new column has been added. You can say it field as well. Just as we have seen in this image, we will be adding two kind of data types. One will be assignment number and another will topic. Assignment means now I'll be simply writing here name assignment number. Okay, then it's asking what kind of data type you want to use here. Because assignment number means 1 2 3 4, because it's kind of integer, so I'm going to search here simply int. Okay, integer, integer, sorry, integer. So just left click it here. So I hope you know, you have got the concept of data type, because data type means a kind of a specification that we use for a particular kind of field name. Means in this assignment number, now we can't enter character, like you need to only enter 1 2 3 4 kind of things, whole number. So now it's asking me to not now, this is the constraint kind of thing, and this for this I will make a separate kind of tutorial, and it's asking whether you want to keep this as a primary key or not, and by default it's no, and I will be keeping this into yes. Okay, I hope you have got the concept of primary key. Primary key means that those values all values will be unique within that column. So let's keep it yes. Okay, one kind of field we have added. Now again we are going to add another field. So for this, again you need to press this plus icon, and we'll write here. Now I will be adding here name topic, assignment number according to the topic, what kind of topic we will be learning. So now another thing is data type. Again we need to add here. Now here you can see it's in the past I have used this varchar. So here I will be using varchar. Okay, varying, it's a varying character varying, and I will be specifying a particular length or precision here. This character varying, and you could have asked me that I could have used character as well, because there was option for character or char, let's say, but I am using here char var, because this char var, what this does is that the length you specify here, suppose I write it here 40, then if that name of that topic is not 40, then this won't occupy that space. But if I had used here only char, then if the topic name that you write has not 40 characters, then that is going to occupy that 40 characters space. So it's good thing to use this varchar actually. Okay, and now other things I'm not going to do anything here, just these two fields we have added here, and simply click on save. And now let's see. Okay, now we can see here, we can see a table called category, and we can see columns. Just left click it here, this drop down, and we can see here two kind of fields that we have wished. And now let's click on this table category, and let's click on here this view data. Just left click it here, and now we can see here are two kind of data types, or two kind of fields name we can see here. And it's saying here this assignment number means has got integer data type, and it is the primary key for this table. And it's saying here this topic has got this varchar kind of data type used here, whose maximum length is 40. So successfully we have created a new table. Now I'll be teaching you the another method by which you can create the table. Let's say let's create another table. Okay, now we have got one table. Now we'll be creating another table. Okay, let's say now table this, simply click on this table, or you can simply right click here and just go to query tool. Now we'll be creating a new table, and that table will have let's say another table, let's say student, because I need to give assignment on different category to these students. So I will be creating a table named student, and it will have three fields. You can see here roll number and first name, last name. So this kind of fields I will be creating now with the help of SQL query. Now for this you simply need to just, I will be simply copying and pasting, and I will be explaining those kind of things what I have done here. So for this, simply now I'll be going here, and now look at here. Now what it does is create table. This create is the, now I'll be also telling you one thing here, that we are learning data definition language in this tutorial, and we'll be learning these three commands. This create command that I have used here will create something. What it will create? It will create a table whose name will be student. Okay. You can also see here in the description, this create basically creates a new table and other kind of object in database. So we'll be creating a new table called student, and now this student table will have three kind of fields here. One is roll number, another is first name and last name, and data type of this roll number will be integer, that means 1 2 3 4, and first name data type will have this varchar data type, with maximum length is 30, means character, means you can use number as well as space and other kind of things, other kinds of words, letters, and this last name will also have the same data type. So after doing this, after running this code, after using this SQL code, and I'm going to simply press on this execute icon, just left click it, and now it has shown here query written successfully, and this millisecond and other kind of things, create table. Okay, now but it's only showing one, so I will be right clicking it here, and I'll just refresh it, and now just again go here and just see. Now you can see student table, we can see here, and now this student table, just left click in this table and just go to here view data, and now we can see something here. Now you can see here, so roll number with data type integer, first name with this varchar, and this last name with varchar with 30 characters. So this was basically the way how you could have use a create command. So we learned to create a new database, we learned to create a new table, especially with two ways, one with the form method and another using SQL query. So that was the how these create commands work. So now what I will be doing is here, I want to suppose I want to rename this category into, let's say, another table name called type. So how to do this, how to rename this category into type? So for this, I'm simply going to execute a SQL query. I will simply going to go, I will be simply going on here, this query tool, and in this query tool, after going here, I'm going to use a code called, let's say, I'm using a command called alter, because this alter is responsible for modifying the database objects such as table. So I want to modify that this table name. I will simply writing alter table, because I want to alter a table, means I want to modify a table whose name is category is category, and what, rename to type. So this alter is the command that is responsible to change, that alter will modify a table whose name is category, this table name is category, and it will be renamed to type, and type will be the new name. So this is the code that we need to run, and hopefully it will work. Let's click on here, and now we can see here query returned successfully, and but here the name has not been changed yet. So for this, I will be creating I will be right clicking here, and I will be clicking on refresh. Now you can see here type. So type is the new name of category. Now this is how you use this alter command. Now I'll be, since the student will submit the assignments, and let's say first in this student table, let's see and view the data, and we can see something here. Now student will submit their assignments, and I need to give their marks. So I will be writing here I want to add a new section, a new field here called marks. Then how to do that? How to add a new column? And for that we'll be using this alter command. So let's see how can we do this. So student is the table that I want to query, and now for this I'm simply going to use a command. It's a very simple command, and that command will add a new kind of column here. Let's say, don't worry, I will make everything clear. Now let's see alter table. Alter means that command. This is the command that is going to do everything. This command will modify a table whose name is student, because it's not category, it's student. And what modification we want? We want to add column, and that column name will be marks. The column name will be marks, and that will have a data type. Marks will have a data type called integer because it's number 1 2 3 4 5, and so it will have number kind of things. So basically this command will create what create means will add a new column called marks having data type integer in table called student. So this is what this table will basically do. So after running this query, I am simply again going to execute. Let me tell you one thing here. Okay, first execute. Okay, query written successfully, and now but it's showing 3 columns. Now again we need to right click here and we need to refresh this, and now we can see 4 columns. Yeah, you can see here, and we will also be saying its data output. So now you can see marks has got integer. So basically these were the things with alter command. Now we will be learning to use this drop. Suppose let's say drop means drop out students, not that kind of things. You can understand the meaning of drop. Drop means to delete. Suppose here I want to delete something. I want to delete this type. I want to delete this type. Now what to do? I want to drop this. One thing is you can simply right click here and you can simply go to delete or drop, and if you simply left click it, then this then this type will be removed. And if you want to use the SQL query, then what you can do is you can use a command here. It's simple. It's simply using drop. Okay, let me see. Okay, it's simply control C drop. What drop means? What you want to drop? I want to drop a table, and what is the name of that table? Type. It's simple as that. And you may be confused here. Sometimes I am using this commands in capital letter, sometimes I am using this in small letter. Don't worry about that thing, because SQL query does not mind in this thing, because it's so it is case insensitive. Even if you don't use this semicolon, nothing is going to happen. And small letter, capital letter, small letter, these things does not matter here. But the important thing is that this command, you should not forget this thing. So this command will basically delete this type. Okay, let's execute this here. Okay, you can see here query written successfully, but we can see the table here. Again, I have to refresh this. Now let's see, we have got only one table. Let's say first I want to use data. Let's say I want to delete a column from here. Column or field name from here. Last time we added a column called marks, and now this time we will be deleting this marks. Let's not show the marks to our students. So for this, what can we do? So for this, again we will be running SQL query. So go to this query option. Now what you want to do? What you want to drop? I want to drop something. Drop what? Okay, I want to drop I want to drop one thing called and for this you will be using a column called drop. What you want to drop here is I want to drop column. Let's not select that. For that we'll be using a command called, I said already that this alter command modifies the table, and modifies the table means the objects within the table. So basically the code that you need to write here is alter, because it is used for the modification of the table, and which table name is student student student. And what and which is the column that you want to drop column whose name is marks. So this command will basically alter or modify a table whose name is the student, and what is the modification that we are going to do here is we'll be dropping or deleting a column whose name is marks. This semicolon does not matter, but it's a part of the syntax, so let's write it. And let's say here are four kind of columns. Now after executing this, okay, query has been written successfully, but you know what we need to do again. Now you can see here are three kind of fields only. So basically these were very basic things with SQL query, and I hope you have understood the meaning, the command of these three commands, and what actually is data definition language. And in the coming tutorials we'll be learning more about data manipulation. We'll be in the coming sections we'll be learning how to insert the value in this field that you are seeing here. We'll be inserting the fields value in this particular fields. So stay tuned for that. I hope you have learned something from here. So thank you viewers for watching this tutorial. We are going to meet soon in other upcoming days.